Is it working? Yep, we're on. How you going? Quick question. Is there something you'd really love to do but feel you can't? I'm the commander in your corner, Tim Thomas, and for me, my love was the ocean. But I was stopped by fear. Fear of sharks. Now what I discovered, the opposite of fear isn't love. It's action. If we are to achieve what we love doing, there are fears we will have to overcome. I want to share with you the way I overcame my fear of sharks. And I survived a shark attack in the process. I tell it firsthand in a very safe and relaxed environment. Be sure to subscribe, like and hit the notifications bell. It's a 7-part series and I'll be giving you the first 2 now. And I'll be releasing episodes as we go. Hitting notifications bell will keep you posted. I'm the commander in your corner, Tim Thomas, and I believe that despite everything, good people are everywhere, and a little bit of encouragement goes a long way. It is going to be a great Shark Week series. Good morning, good people. This week, I thought I'd shake things up a bit. There's been a lot of talk of late about sharks. We've had a few attacks, we've had a few fatalities, and sharks are a very unknown subject. And I'm going to do a video series on this, and the series is going to culminate with my own shark attack story. I was pulled underwater, I was tangled up in lines, I remember being upside down, there was bubbles, there was blood, there was stabbing. But you're going to have to stick around for that. All right, let's take the safety off and get into it. I'm the commander in your corner, Tim Thomas. And sharks, fun fact, we're not part of their food pyramid. In fact, if we bleed into the water, we're not going to attract them. They're only interested in marine mammal blood. We're land mammals. That's why most people die from what's called an investigatory bite. When the shark is trying to figure out, is this food, is it not, they'll take a bite and they go, ooh, that's not what I eat. Unfortunately for the human, they'll often die from blood loss or drowning. It's very rare that a human actually gets eaten, okay? So get that out your mind. We are not their prey, per se. Now, just like sharks have rules, just like someone goes into your house and they start kicking over chairs, you're like, you don't belong here, get out. Sharks have rules in their environment, okay? And part of those rules and understanding it, and as a freediver, I've interacted with sharks and I've seen how they interact depending on my own arousal state. So understanding those rules is key to understanding how to cohabitate in that environment. I'm going to talk more about those rules in the next video. I hope you are interested and you stick around. I love this subject and I want you to love it too. Have a cracking day. Well, that was fun. Let's dive into part 2 now. This is part 2 in the Shark Week video series. Hope you're enjoying it up until this point. Now, less than 72 hours ago, I was swimming around with a good friend off Brisbane with 3.5 metre sharks. They were interacting with us, we were interacting with them. One of them even took my fish, cheeky little shark. Anyway, as a child, I was terrified of sharks. I grew up on the west coast of South Australia, the home of the big great whites, and I used to wake up screaming from nightmares of sharks. Now, how did I go from a scared little kid to confidently interacting with them? Awareness and education is the key. All right, let's take the safety off and get into it. Awareness about sharks, the rules that they play by. Dawn and dusk, I wouldn't be in the water. They're looking for food, and especially at night. The other thing to be aware of is if you're swimming and there's people fishing or especially spearfishing in that area, sharks have an arousal level. They'll cruise around in the daytime, but if there's fish that are stressing, or their arousal levels go up, and then they start thinking, well, maybe I can get a feed out of this. Visibility of water, clarity of water, how far you can actually see in the water is also important. 10-15 meters would be a minimum visibility distance for a positive interaction with the shark. If it's really poor visibility and the shark sense there's something splashing in the water and they can't really see it, they might actually go up and take that investigatory bite and find out, is this food, is it not? Now, like I mentioned in the previous video, we're not part of the food chain of sharks, but that investigatory bite can kill a person. It's rare that we get eaten, but we want to put things in the favor of having a positive interaction. Now, that's all for part 2. There's more to come. Like I said, this video is going to finish up with me telling my own shark story. I hope you stick around. I'm enjoying this series. Chat to you soon. I hope you enjoyed the first 2 installments of the Shark Week series. I'll be getting to the part where I get munched on very soon. Just remember, hit like, subscribe, and that notifications bell, that little bell, hit that bell. You'll know when the other ones are coming. I guarantee you'll enjoy the story.